Roman Reigns pumping himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Light suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Isn't it up, and a kick out at two.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hanging strong with the two men that have remained at the top of our industry in Punk's absence. He's climbing to the top.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Oh, barbaric amount of stomps.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Oh, yeah, from the top. Bullseye with the elbow.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
And responds with a counter of their own.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
While Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt, and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang.
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All three men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
What favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
You made me go. You made me go. Made my tribal chief.
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand,
Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about. My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to have the world Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship, and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse, this is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger.
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight.
For CM Punk, this is a must-win match, not just to retain his title, but to prove himself to all the naysayers out there.
There are those, including JBL, who just don't believe Punk is cut out to be a champion. JBL thinks this match is his chance to end Punk's Cinderella story and grab some gold for himself in the process.
Certainly no love lost between these two, and with the title on the line,
On the top, double axe handle connects. And Punk there utilizing his quickness.
Stalking from above.
not sure if he should. Here we go.
Crossbody from the top.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
Not more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways.
Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole. But just because Punk prefers soda over beer or...
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
Yeah, JBL doing what he does best. Manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's going to just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
For the title, new champ. The champ not letting the ref get to two.
He's really not making this easy.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Oof!
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
CM Punk looking in the Anaconda vice grip.
Trapping him in the submission, not looking to win, just looking to cause him as much harm as possible.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Get this back into the ring now.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Really?
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back. Go to sleep. And it is purely academic at this point as the champ. Sure,
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals. Win the match, earn a title shot, Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot. And we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this.
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect. But at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history, and I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the... Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are facing off against each other? Duking it out here for the #1 contender spot for William Regal's Intercontinental Championship.
I think either one of these men is fully capable of bringing even more honor and prestige to that coveted championship. You can tell there's so much mutual honor and respect in there between Punk and Mysterio. Snapping the neck.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match and you have an injury and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. It's like a target for your opponent. Rey probably wants to appear 100%, even if he truly isn't.
Mysterio counters quickly.
These two are finding an answer for everything. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Strong kick.
And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current Intercontinental Champion.
Incoming!
Countered right into the powerbomb.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Boom!
I'm not sure how much of CM Punk's head could be in this match after losing the World Tag Team titles last night.
Well, he's facing Rey Mysterio, so he better get it.
Trying armbar. He just manages to get to the rope. Submission hold has to be let go.
And Rey saw it coming.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Using every ounce of power back.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
Put in the corner now.
Tying the legs up in the turnbuckle. Dangerous position to be in.
Oh, perfect kick.
A lot of mutual respect between these two superstars. The first time these two former world champions will ever face each other.
Yeah, we talk about the honor of battling for the title. I think it's an honor for both of these guys to be facing each other.
Hold on.
Able to slip out of that situation.
That's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And maybe Punk has targeted something. Maybe an ailing injury could be affecting Rey.
Quick evasion for him there.
And a well-executed. Now down into the cover. And he gets the shoulder up before two.
Showing that resilience, not an easy competitor to keep down at all.
Again, the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal, will face the winner, earning a chance to hold the same title the likes of Pat Patterson, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, and many more have held.
I had the opportunity to talk to Mysterio and Punk earlier today, and they said just having a chance to battle for the Intercontinental title is so important to both of them and both of their...
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Oh! Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
No end in sight to this exchange.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Boom! No more holding back. Going all out now. taking it to Punk, still vying for the #1 contender spot.
Directly.
Can he put it away? Strong kick out there.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Taking off from the ropes.
The kick connects. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Mysterio dodges.
Twisting the arm. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Climbing up to the top rope. What an arm drag. He's going up.
From the top.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there. Able to parry that one. Springboard misses the target.
And gets sent right into the corner.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
And Ray from up high.
From the top.
Oh, that hurt. What a counter. Crash landing.
Punk building momentum here. Knee connects to jaw.
And followed by a bulldog headlock.
Oh, this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental Champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Ray had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
What a move by Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now the second bite of the cherry connects. CM Punk down. And now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory. And a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Ray have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Mysterio couldn't avoid the big shot.
Into the cover.
2 count. He's still in this fight.
Every single person in this arena thought this was over, except Rey Mysterio.
Punk took his best shot.
From the top rope.
With the elbow drop.
But CM Punk,
Maybe not, maybe not.
Mysterio with a huge win here.
Here is your winner.
Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are facing off against each other? Duking it out here for the #1 contender spot for William Regal's Intercontinental Championship.
I think either one of these men is fully capable of bringing even more honor and prestige to that coveted championship. You can tell there's so much mutual honor and respect in there between Punk and Mysterio.
And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current Intercontinental Champion, William Regal. Saying
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
and only a 1 count.
Not the worst idea going for a pin there, but it's close.
Targeted drop kick to the knee joint.
You fire a shot like that to completely immobilize your opponent.
Moonsault.
Shoulders down, pinning predicament.
I honestly do not know what took him so long.
We can expect a fast-paced match. Two superstars that are almost equal in speed wave.
There's so much talent in the ring right now. I have to imagine they both did their homework. I don't think either Ray or Punk would face another world champion without being fully prepared.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn... Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are facing off against each other? Duking it out here for the #1 contender spot for William Regal's Intercontinental Championship.
I think either one of these men is fully capable of bringing even more honor and prestige to that coveted championship. You can tell there's so much mutual honor and respect in there between Punk and Mysterio.
And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current Intercontinental Champion, William Regal. Saying how no one is deserving enough to challenge him. But I'm seeing two very deserving contenders in front of me now.
Well, Michael Cole, you can only say that now because of the tournament Regal put together. When Regal won the title, he promised to proudly defend it. And there is no pride in beating an unworthy challenger.
Down with a tilt-a-world backbreaker.
I'm not sure how much of CM Punk's head could be in this match after losing the World Tag Team titles last night.
Well, he's facing Rey Mysterio, so he better get his head in the game fast. Just from looking at Punk tonight, I'd say he's pretty focused right now. I think he realizes the bigger picture is getting a shot at the Intercontinental title.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match and you have an injury and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. It's like a target for your opponent. Ray probably wants to appear 100%, even if he truly isn't. Oh, man.
Soul kick. Flying Mayorana. And he's going for the pin. He's able to kick out before two.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Punk dodges out in time.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic.
All out of sorts. He won't see this coming at all.
Down with the Bulldog.
Caught with the elbow. Sharp reversal stopping Mysterio. Spin kick to the midsection.
Mysterio now. Opponent set up. We know what's coming. Blocks the 619, catches the boot, and then
Great counter.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
boom.
Prime armbar. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Taking things to the top rope.
From the top rope. Oh, he misses the mark. Took the risk. Received absolutely zero reward.
And that may have just been the turning point in this match. Counter right when it was needed.
A lot of mutual respect. It's been an attempt. Here it is.
Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
That may have been an easy kick out, but they'll surely get harder as this match continues.
Oh, the knees caught him. Could be a turning point. Broken up with a fist to the face.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Ooh, spin kick to the midsection. Fist directly to the gut.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Into the pin. Can he get him here?
Breaks his own pin for reasons unknown to us.
Boom, what a kick. CM Punk won the World Heavyweight title back in June on his first night on Raw after the draft, cashing in his Money in the Bank.
What a night to remember that was, but the end of Punk's reign wasn't as ceremonious. The title was taken away from him after a punt from Randy Orton. Put Punk on the shelf.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe. Oh, man, what a strong kick.
Rushing into the corner. Step up knee.
Uh-oh. Dodges the attack by pushing off.
Placing him up there on the top turnbuckle.
Counter by CM Punk. Again, the Intercontinental Champion William Regal will face the winner, earning a chance to hold the same title the likes of Pat Patterson, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, and many more have held.
I had the opportunity to talk to Mysterio and Punk earlier today, and they said just having a chance to battle for the Intercontinental title is so important to both of them and both of their careers.
He's able to reverse it.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T. Punk goes to the jaw with a running knee and the bulldog.
Well, this #1 contender.
Punk and Ray have been running at break.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. Nothing Mysterio can do now.
Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Every single person in this arena thought this was over, except Rey Mysterio.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
I was expecting a great match from both of these men.
Punk and Mysterio are not disappointing tonight. Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Pin on CM Punk.
Oh, flipping the leverage. What a reversal. Shoulders are down.
Oh, my God, he's still in the match. He got the shoulder up right at the last moment. Referee becoming collateral damage.
Things are heading ringside now.
And some people would say you can never go wrong with a standard steel chair.
Rey Mysterio is in some serious trouble.
CM Punk is all gas right now, and Rey Mysterio